Hello, everyone. So I'm a student at BYU Idaho, and I just finished up my internship. I interned for Christ Center Coaches, and so I just want to share a little bit of my experience with you guys. So first, finding the internship was kind of scary for me, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I was actually taking family theories and dynamics, and the professor of the class told us about a new special topics life coaching class that would be taught over Zoom. I didn't know much about life coaching at the time, but I was interested. So I took the class. I almost decided not to do it because I was overwhelmed with some other hard classes that I was taking, but I decided to go for it. And I'm very glad I did because during that class, I found out from the professor, Sister Critchlow, that she was looking for interns for the next semester. And so after some thought, I reached out to her and she responded pretty quickly, and we were able to communicate about me interning for her, and that's when I got started with applying for it. So some of my main responsibilities consisted of three parts. I helped CCC, which is Christ Center Coaches, to grow and expand. I worked on growing and expanding my own coaching business, and I also went through the CCC certification so that I could become a certified life coach. Some of the responsibilities that were kind of in the day-to-day, it's not a conclusive list, but I posted twice a week on the social media as well as my own social media. I had weekly meetings with my supervisor and the other interns. And then once every other week, we met as a certification class to get certified as life coaches. And I had my own practice clients along with that I would coach once a week. Um, I also gave feedback about life coaching to students in the BYU I-390R class. I participated in coaching sessions with my own success coach once a week. And I obviously had to log my hours every week and turn them into my supervisor. I created lots of presentations and shared them with others. And then a big thing was creating a plan for growing my business. So I created things like a portfolio, my social media, website, client forms, all the things that would help me kind of launch my own coaching business. I watched lots of training videos, and I also researched business growth and marketing and how I could apply that to CCC and to my own business. So, how did I benefit CCC? Uh, Three things that I did my best to benefit the business in was one, I feel like I really helped keep things organized and the communication flowing. So I would send out lots of emails to clients and students. I would message with clients and students to help them gain information and just answer questions. I created forms and documents for CCC to send out to those they applied to. I also helped with business growth. I helped come up with solutions to problems. I gave new suggestions to my supervisor pertaining to social media growth and ways to keep the business organized and just easier to manage. I also helped with the certification. I aided as a success coach in the certification class. So I coached someone in the class as a success coach so that all of the students in the class had a success coach. Personal benefit, I feel like I gained a lot in my own personal growth and direction throughout this internship. I didn't really have a vision of how I wanted to proceed with my own business or if I even wanted to create my own business. I didn't really know like what I was passionate about, what I wanted to share with others. So this internship really helped because it had a lot of self-reflection and just I had to put myself out there in ways that were out of my comfort zone, but they definitely helped me to grow and learn who I was and what I wanted to focus on. So I gained new skills that I honestly didn't even know I could be good at or that I enjoy doing, such as assisting in the growth and organization of a business, social media growth, creativity, presenting, and just finding that inner desire for what I was good at and what skills I could use to teach others and utilize in a future career. So overall, I've just benefited with major growth, and I felt so accomplished for allowing this internship to push me to step outside of my comfort zone and gain new skills. And I think that's what a good internship does. So some course connections that I felt like related to my internship. One was parent education. This class, I had to teach a parent education class to parents, and I'm not a parent, so I was very nervous about this. I didn't know much about parenting yet, and I was nervous about the experience. So I just kind of got thrown into the practice of teaching parents. Didn't have a ton of prep time. I just kind of got thrown in there. And I quickly became more confident and I felt well equipped to teach parenting lessons after just that active practicing. And I had the same experience in my internship. I with life coaching. I just kind of got thrown into there and I started coaching people for practice and I felt underqualified for sure at the start to coach others, even if it was just for practice. But my supervisor just encouraged me to jump into it and it helped so much because I learned that active practice is what makes you better. And of course, my life coaching class, the Family 390R class that she taught, really helped because it was all about life coaching. I learned about what life coaching was, how to market and get my own business started. I practiced coaching with other students, and I had my own practice client during that class. And this honestly set me up really well for my internship, as you might guess, because um, I then had coaching experience and knowledge already under my belt that helped me for this internship. And then lastly, this class, Intro to Family and Consumer Sciences, is obviously, it wasn't a part of my major. It was just an elective I took, but it honestly ended up being super helpful because I did things like creating a portfolio. I learned about networking, finding what I'm passionate about, my values, and it just helped me prepare for a career. And I learned how to set myself up for a professional workplace. And this really helped me in my internship because I ended up using a lot of the networking skills and the portfolio that I had made in my actual internship. So would I recommend this internship to others? I 100% would recommend this internship experience to other students. I think it'd be perfect for students who want to become a certified life coach for sure. Guidance in starting your own business, finding your passion, teaching and spreading good to others, and just learning to collaborate and grow as a team was something we did a lot. And so to arrange an internship with Christ Center coaches, if you feel like this is something that sounds interesting to you, reach out to Tammy Critchlow. She is a professor online at BYU Idaho, and she's also the founder of Christ-Centered Coaches, and she is who you'll want to talk to. So I hope you learned a little something about this and that it was helpful, and I'm super grateful for my internship experience.